Time to bring the thunder. Let the heavens rage! Zeus!
Hello everyone, LZZois here with round number 3. Round number 2 I had a bye, so I'm currently 1-1. Thank you for all your support, and here you will see the current deck list I'm playing here. So, if I'm not mistaken, I won the dice roll. So my first hand was quite bad, as I'm looking something to ramp. So early on, I always want to have in my start hand at least one card which ramps a Don. As with Red Purple Kit, my goal is to be fast enough to play my big bodies. So this is why I did the mulligan. Red Purple Kit, if you haven't seen my first round video of this series, please have a look again. It was a very interesting gameplay against Blue Dolphy. So here currently 1-1 against Bonney, which is quite a difficult matchup for me, in my opinion. So at least I have not such a bad starting hand to play with. So here, of course, my opponent starts with a very good turn 1 play, which is baby 5. But me too, I have a searcher, which is Uta. At the moment, I just have two off in my deck. So here, what can happen? You can whiff with Uta Searcher, because I'm playing the red hair engine, and sometimes you don't see them. But it's not so bad, as I already have a good hand. So my next turn is quite easy. Yeah, if you guys don't know what Bonney does, it's quite an annoying leader in my opinion. So on opponent's attack once per turn, you may rest one Don, and then you can rest up to one of your opponent's leader or character. So basically, every turn he denies at least one swing from you. So you always have to think good, like what is the first thing you swing and with what you're gonna swing into it, you know. You will see it also later in the stage, how this matters a lot. So here, quite easy. I swing first with my leader into his baby 5. My leader is 4k, baby 5 1k. I think Bonney cannot allow himself to counter out already so early for just a baby 5. That's why it died. And then I played Mr. 2 just to avoid to be tapped already with leader ability. So quite lucky from my side here. I have a ramp trigger, which is quite nice. It helps a lot to get faster to than 10 Dons. So I'm currently at what I see 6. So next turn already 8. And then the following turn already 10. So as I'm here on 3 life, my leader is now 5,000, which is also good. My opponent played here Rosinante blocker, only a Rosinante blocker, which is quite good, because I was expecting him to play Cavendish, which would be quite annoying. But yeah, he didn't have it, I think, at this point. So yeah, I think this was his like best option at the moment. Sorry, I just touched my camera a bit, which happens quite a lot. The other option for my opponent would have been Carrot, which is also really annoying. But I was actually already prepared for the for this turn of my opponent, because I have Rayleigh, but also I have Ben Beckman. So I will get rid of the 5-cost character if it would have been Cavendish or Carrot anyway, so it didn't matter a lot. So I play here still Rayleigh, even though I just remove a blocker which is quite weak in power, but I can establish a high-cost body with a lot of pressure. And then I swung also with my leader. No leader effect because I don't want to go here into back to 7 Don. I want to stay at 8 Dons to be able next turn to play Shanks. So my opponent is here, I think still on, is it 4 or 5 life? I'm not sure, I think 4. So here we see the Cavendish play into another baby 5. Cavendish, really strong green card in my opinion. So on play and when attacking, if your leader is a supernova type and you have no other Cavendish on the field, you can restand 2 of your Dons again, which is, I mean, for a deck like Bonney, very, very strong. So I'm going here to my 10 Don turn, and I remember myself here, I was thinking like, okay, this Cavendish could be annoying. Should I rather play Rayleigh and wait for another turn to play Shanks, or should I already play now Shanks and try to handle Cavendish the next turn? I mean, after this game, I am able to say now that it definitely makes sense to get rid of this Cavendish as fast as possible. So the value this Cavendish gives to a green Bonney leader is crazy. So I did here, in my opinion, a mistake with playing the 10-cost Shanks. Even though the 10-cost Shanks is strong too, it applies quite a lot of pressure. I mean, you see that my opponent took 2 lives in this turn. But you will also see, on the other hand, that this Cavendish can carry quite a lot by itself. So my opponent goes here to his 9 Don turn. What we have to fear about, maybe there is a 9-cost Zoro in this build, or a bit more obvious and I think more consistent in the current meta builds of Bonney is the 8-cost kit. Due to the fact that Cavendish is there on the board, he can quite profit a lot from his Dons, which, yeah, it's really annoying. So here, first thing first, swings 5 into lead. I have cards to counter out, so of course I'm trying to protect myself from now on. I don't want to go too fast to 2 or 1 lives, to put myself in a very uncomfortable situation where my opponent can even try to somehow finish me. So here also interesting, I'm not sure if this was the right play. I understand why my opponent did this. So he did not swing with Cavendish. He just played the 8-cost kit. Maybe he didn't have any target with the 8-cost kit to play. Because if you guys don't know what 8-cost kit does, so there is a for 1 Don attached on opponent's turn. If this character is rested, your opponent cannot attack anything other than characters named kit. And activate main. Once per turn, you may rest this character, play 1 character card with a cost of 3 or less from your hand. So I think he kept this Don just to be able to, yeah, use the Bonney's leader effect. I think if he would have here a target to play with the kit's effect, he would have swung with Cavendish, definitely, who have the Don resources, which he needs. So I'm here swinging first to see how my opponent reacts. obviously first 8, then 12, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it the opposite way? I just didn't... Yeah, let's see how my opponent reacts. Or did he already counter out? It can be. I'm not sure anymore. Ah, yeah, for sure. I swing 12 and then he used leader ability to rest my rally. Exactly. This was the play. Now I remember again. Sorry guys for this. So here I'm thinking like, okay, what I have options again. I would have actually a rally here to be able to get rid of this Cavendish. To be honest with you, I just completely forgot actually that on the next turn he's able to play 10 cost Flamingo, which is super annoying. But in combination with Cavendish, it's even more annoying because he can play 10 cost Mingo plus have Don open to use his leader ability, which is very, very strong. And here, another mistake of mine. I was thinking like, I just want to apply pressure. This was my actually thinking process and why I decided to play here Dragon instead of Rayleigh. I mean, I am applying quite a lot of pressure. I know also sometimes that green decks, especially also Bonney, can be bricky in hand. And maybe I was a little bit gambling to see if he has enough counter power or not. Obviously he has, but I don't have any other options just to swing here with my leader and ability. And probably here, my opponent has to take this. So we are going here to the 10 Dawn turn of Bonney. First thing first, he swings with leader. I have to think like how to counter this. As you see, I have here my killer in hand, which is very important. I didn't want to use it, so that's why I chose to take this life. And here, as I mentioned, guys, the worst case scenario happening. He freezes all 3 characters, swings with Cavendish into leader, is able to restand 2 Dons again. So I have here to counter out. And here again, he's able to put this Don to his kit. He has even 1 Don open for leader ability and could use also kit's effect. So that this Cavendish is surviving so long on this board is a crucial mistake of mine. Guys, if you play this matchup with any kind of decks, if you are able to get rid of Cavendish, just do it as fast as possible. Unfortunately for my opponent here is he was not able to get profit of the kit's ability, so he just swung with 9 into leader. Obviously I take it. So this is a quite uncomfortable situation for me because I knew that, okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to survive next turn, to be honest. So I have to make the decision here, do I go already all in or not? What does all in mean? It means I swing full, I commit 5 Dons to my leader, use leader effect, losing 1 Don, but getting plus 2k, try to get rid of kit, and then try to finish him with my killer and hope it works. Or I could have tried here maybe somehow to play Rayleigh, remove Cavendish and try to go for kit with my leader, But I think the only problem here is if he then swings 2 times big. I mean, he has 10 cost Mingo on his field, which is by himself just a free 10k swing. And then he has another 10 dons available, so he could split. Do, for example, a 12 and, if I am calculating right, a 13 swing. Yeah, which would be GG definitely. I don't have so much counters in my hand. So basically, due to this stupid mistake that I was not respecting Cavendish so much, I put myself in this uncomfortable situation. So that's why it took quite a long for me to think what is here the right play. So I'm attaching here 4 dons because if I attach 5 or 4 dons, it doesn't make any difference because I need to do the -1 effect. So I'm going here 9, it's 11 into kit, and I'm hoping that my opponent does not counter out. And to be fair enough, my opponent did not know that I have such a card available like Killer here. Otherwise, he would have told me that he would freeze my leader for sure, and not the characters. And here I'm using my effect again, try to finish, go for finish. So it's now 9, 11, 12, 13. And here we go. I won this game. GG. Thank you all so much for watching, for supporting me. See you in the next rounds. Bye-bye.